Hi, my name is Angelica, and this is the Angelica Unfiltered channel where I talk about fat ladies on the internet not doing good things, like spreading misinformation about fatness and also spreading the fat acceptance words. So I bought a webcam and it kind of looks like shit. So this is probably the only video that I'm going to be filming with it, but you'll have to bear with me in this video because I already hooked it up. I usually film with my iPhone camera, and I'm in a fucking mood, okay? I'm already in a mood. I've tried to calm down. I've had lunch. I ate a little bit of chocolate. I'm PMSing. And I cannot be bothered with technology, okay? No, I cannot. Before we get into it, I want to let y'all know that I restocked the Smitten Rose Quartz toggle necklace. It's available in silver and gold. And then I also restocked the matching earrings, again in silver and gold. You can use code Jamie. My neighbors are outside, so my dogs won't shut the fuck up. Today is Annoy Angelica Day. Did you know that? February 3rd, National Annoy Angelica Day. What was I saying? Restocked the necklaces. I just layered it with the Cosmic Candy necklace because y'all know I'm a maximalist with all of my jewelry. But, oh yeah, code Jamie. Use code Jamie to save 20% off. I'll let that go until about like Valentine's Day. Okay, so treat yourself. Get some love crystals. 'Tis the season or whatever. So in this video, I was just going to go over some like random videos I found on Instagram. I have like probably 4 million different reels saved on my little Instagram account. So I'm just going to go through some of them. I feel like most of the videos I go over like barely have any views, and then I'm like, I feel bad for going over them. But this one like has, I wouldn't say gone viral, but it has like a decent amount of views. And on the screen, it's a woman that says, "I've been told I'm obese," in all capital letters.
I had 3 different female doctors tell me that I'm obese.
So then you must be obese, right? 3 medical professionals, 3 female medical professionals have told you that you are obese. And with that smug look on your face, I fear that you don't give a shit.
And then I need to go on Ozempic.
See, it's like I don't even believe like anything that comes out of people's mouths. Did her doctor say that she needs to go on Ozempic? Maybe, probably. Was that the first thing that the doctor said? Probably not. But also at the same time, like I could see doctors being like, no one like wants to fucking lose weight. We all just want to continue going through the fucking fast through every single day, not making any sort of lifestyle changes, just, you know, like rotting in this meat sack, not caring about what sort of diseases or disorders that we're prone to. You know, we just like fucking live our lives. Most people don't care about health and wellness. Most people don't even know the basic knowledge about nutrition.
And when I see her eat something that's bad for her, it breaks my heart because she doesn't understand nutrition like I do.
I could see some doctors being like, oh yeah, just take this fucking medication and you'll lose weight. It's magic. But also at the same time, I could see doctors like having a conversation with her and she'd be like, well, like it's impossible for me to lose weight and blah, blah, blah. I eat like 2 calories every single day and I've never been able to lose weight. So then doctors are like, okay, well then take this fucking med. If you can't lose weight, if you're some sort of fucking magical being that can't just lose weight, even though it's science.
So I decided that's it. No more women in STEM.
Like, I feel like she's probably joking a smidge. But like, why are you blaming female doctors for telling you the fucking truth? Like, I understand that the pharmaceutical company is in like cahoots with the medical field and some doctors get kickbacks from like prescribing certain medications. Like, I get it. Like, I'm not fucking stupid. Like, I wear a tinfoil hat. I do. I just tend not to show it to you guys because some people would think I'm a little out there. I mean, I already am, but whatever. Like, I get it. There's a system and all these different systems feed into each other. We're in late stage capitalism, baby. This is America. But the only woman that she should be blaming is herself because she's fucking obese. These doctors didn't make her obese, and if she no longer wants to be obese, she doesn't have to take Ozempic. She can just start counting her calories. Or if that's triggering to her, then eat a little less, move a little more. Have more whole foods. The end. And sorry, I don't care if you're obese and you don't think being obese is bad. It is. Having obesity is an extreme risk factor to many other disorders and diseases. And just because everyone in this country is so fucking fat it doesn't mean that it shouldn't be taken seriously. It is just so normal to be humongous. 77% of adult Americans are obese or overweight. That's not good. That's not healthy. And just because something is normal doesn't mean it is healthy. Like, the average American is in like $7,000 of credit card debt. That's being in credit card debt's normal, but it doesn't make it okay. It's not good. No, it is not. And I fear even if you go to a male doctor, they will still tell you that you're obese because male doctors use the same BMI as female ones. Sorry. I've been seeing this person pop up a lot more on my feed recently. They filmed a video talking about like how they wish that straight size women could experience their struggle of like not being able to find clothes. Hold on, I'll just pull it up. This one right here. I don't know if you've seen other people cover it, but let's just play it, okay? Whatever. It's from 16 weeks ago. Sorry, I'm not good at like keeping up with things in a timely manner. I talk about things when I want to talk about things, okay? I think you guys know that by now.
I just wish straight-sized people could experience what it's like looking for clothes as a fat person in a store. Just one time. Just one time.
Is she crying or sweating? Because either of those options are very frightening.
I'm at Marshall's.
Marshalls isn't known for like having plus sizes. So I don't know why the fuck that you're at Marshalls. Places like Ross and TJ, I almost said TGI Fridays. No, fat ass. TJ Maxx, like those stores don't like carry a lot of plus sizes. So I don't know like where you got the fucking bright idea that you should go there looking for clothes. Stores like that like barely even carry a fucking extra large. That's your fault, not the stores.
I think I found 4 dresses my size on clearance that are like some dresses. That's it. Nothing in the regular racks.
Well then, why don't you go to a store made for fat ladies like Torrid or Lane Bryant?
Can't find shit anywhere. It's crazy.
Or you can go to Walmart. They have plus size clothing. Target has pretty wide variety of sizes. They even have plus size clothing ranges. Like, what's it, Eva and Viv, I think. And then Old Navy carries fat people clothes. Go to the correct fucking clothing stores, and then you will find clothing in your sizes.
Crazy.
What am I supposed to do?
Walk around naked because you clearly have no clothes, right?
I might have to not go to a fucking event because I can't find clothes.
Is this sweat? I would find it more acceptable to be like tears. Like she's crying because she's so upset that she can't find clothes, because I think it's fucking pathetic that she's sweating her balls off walking around a Marshall's. If you are so goddamn fat, you can't find clothes in your size as you are perspirating while searching through clothing racks, I fear that you have bigger fish to fry. Stop worrying about clothing and worry about shedding some pounds. Thank me later.
There was more selection at the vintage store. This is crazy. If anyone has any options, let me know.
Go to a store made for fat ladies, like Torrid and Lane Bryant, because they will have your size there, okay? There's your fucking piece of advice.
I ordered probably isn't gonna get here on time, so.
And whose fault is that? You're the fucking irresponsible one. You already ordered clothes for an event, but you're out in the wild looking for more clothes. And most times, like, fancy events where you have to order clothes, it's usually, like, you know in advance that, like, you have something coming up, so you need to buy clothes. Unless it's, like, a fucking funeral. And it's not a fashion show, it's a funeral. Just wear something black that doesn't have a fucking hole in it.
Woohoo!
Wah, 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 wah. Back to this video posted 6 days ago. I like her texture. I wonder if this is natural.
If you're gonna come at fat people for being fat and tell us it's our fault and tell us
Whose fault is it then? God's, the universe, the stars, photosynthesis. Whose fault is it then? I would love to know. Who made you fat? God did not make you fat. Your mom did not make you fat, because even if you're a fat baby, you were just a few pounds overweight, not 200 pounds overweight like you are now.
All you need to do is lose weight. I need you to come at me with facts.
You're super morbidly obese. Fact 1. Fact 2. If you are super morbidly obese, you are more likely to develop even more disorders and diseases. Like what facts do you need? How do you need facts on nutrition? How to lose weight? Why it's bad to be fat? Because I have the information about all of that. I have enough information to go around if we need to say it.
Like what your gym bro told you. I don't mean what your mom forced into your brain when you were little and she was giving you an eating disorder. I mean literal facts. Because when you look at the facts, fatness is not causal for
Okay, PhD researcher.
the things that people consider fat diseases.
Wow. Skinny people can also get type 2 diabetes. Skinny people can also have heart disease. Skinny people can also develop a fatty liver. Yeah, but guess what? You're more than fucking likely to get it if you're obese. Okay? Like, it just how, like, people that don't smoke cigarettes and people that do smoke cigarettes can get lung cancer. Who is more likely to get lung cancer, the fucking smoker or the non-smoking one? Ding, ding, ding. Yes, you're correct. The one that fucking smokes cigarettes is more likely to get lung cancer. You just can't be that fucking stupid. Like, you just have to be into denial. Like, denial is the only thing that would actually make sense because you just can't ignore the facts. You can't. Unless you're delusional. Then you can pretend to be stupid and not know the facts.
They're just not. They're correlated, but that does not mean causation. Correlation does not equal causation.
Okay. I see that you've taken one statistics class. Great job.
And I'm happy to send you resources in order to help you start breaking these things down.
Okay, well, what resource are you going to send me? The study from the 1960s that says that 95% of diets fail, which has been debunked by Sam at Every Size, and it was like a self-report of random people who weren't even like, what do you call like when you like go through different people? It was just like a study of random fucking participants that did self-evaluation, and no one was, and there wasn't even any thorough like investigation to see if like any of these people had like past problems with EDs or like food addiction or anything like that. Wow. 95% of diets don't work. Okay, what's your next piece of information that you have? Because there's like a fucking trillion different things that is wrong with obesity. If you have obesity, then you are more likely to develop heart disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, type 2 diabetes. You're more likely to have joint, back, and neck pain. You're more likely to need a fucking knee replacement. You're more likely to have high blood pressure. Obesity causes inflammation in the body, which affects everything, including the brain. If you are obese, you're more likely to have depression and anxiety. Do we need to have a list that keeps going on and on and on? Visceral fat, the fat on your belly that surrounds all of your organs, is strangling them, which makes them not function properly. And if you ever need to be resuscitated and you have so much fucking adipose tissue that medical professionals can't get to your vital organs in time, you might not be able to get saved. And your passing may have been preventable if you were a healthy weight. Did you know if you're obese, then you are going to have a harder time finding a seat when you go out to dinner, or if you sit on a fucking airplane, or if you want to go to a theme park and go on roller coasters? The list goes on and on and on. And guess what? Did you know that when you're obese, we just saw this in your last video, did you know that when you are obese, you can't find clothes at a random fucking store? Because you are so rotund that they do not carry your size because it's so abnormal. Did you know that?
Because if a shot putter can be a high-level athlete,
You're not an athlete. You are not an athlete. You're just a regular fucking fat person that complains on the internet.
wrestler can be a high-level athlete.
Are you a sumo wrestler? Are you a sumo wrestler? I know you might be the size of a sumo wrestler, but you are not a high-level athlete like a sumo wrestler. You are walking around the marshals perspirating, out of breath, looking through the clearance rack at Marshalls. You are not an athlete. You might have athlete's foot. You might stink like an athlete because you have so many goddamn rolls and crevices you can't clean yourself properly, but you are not an athlete. The closest thing to an athlete you could be is a competitive hot dog eater. And I wouldn't really consider that an athlete. You might get a trophy, but that's not an athlete.
The size of your body does not equal the health of your body.
Well, it sure as damn contributes to it.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks. Why do they always fat acceptance people like to do that? Okay, thanks, bye. Yeah, you told me. You got him. You got him. All right, want to bring this comment to everyone's attention. I just need to add, sumo wrestlers and shot putters are tremendous athletes, but just being an athlete doesn't make you healthy. Correct. There are tons of sports that are unhealthy and actually detrimental to your health. Chakara Transformations talks about this all the time, about how fucking humongous bodybuilders are not super healthy. Even if you are obese because you are fucking 8% body fat because you are a bodybuilder or something, it doesn't mean it doesn't not put pressure on your heart. And a lot of people that do super heavy lifting, some bodybuilders or strongmen or whatever, they have to wear fucking sleep apps because they can't even breathe properly. Just because it's muscle doesn't mean that it's better than fat. I mean, yeah, it probably is a little bit better, but if you're still fucking obese, and you have a ton of muscle, it's still putting a lot of strain on your heart and your lungs and all of your organs. And guess what, lady? You're not all muscle. No, you're not. No, you're not. You are probably fucking 50% body fat, if not more.
Bravest things that a young, single, 20 redacted or 30 redacted year old woman can do right now is be a little fat.
No, that just makes you like every other fucking person. It's not brave to be fat. You're not rebellious because you're fat. You're like every other fucking person in this country. You're not doing anything extraordinary. You're not protesting by existing in your fatness. You just can't stop fucking eating. And you don't care about longevity.
All soft around the edges. Do you think I'm doing this out of my own love of delicious food?
Yes, because you're addicted.
Baked goods? No! I'm doing this for all the divas who came before me. We are the daughters of the witches who were cooking up some truly heinous concoctions from Skinnylicious cookbooks. And I'm
Is your mom fat? I bet she is. My mom's fat.
also doing it for all the divas beside me right now, because it's getting really scary out there. And you guys are acting like cottage cheese and protein powder are the most important levels of the food pyramid. And I know this isn't...
What's the most important part then? The sugar category? Because 1 out of 3 Americans are pre-diabetic. I learned that thanks to one of Honey Bison's new videos.
everyone's control, okay? But you are safe with me. Trust.
You are not safe with me. Don't be saying the stupid shit around me.
Ordering an appetizer for the table, and I'm getting an entree, and I'm eating it all, and I'm not making any comment about how big it is, and I'm getting a dessert. Not for me, but for you. I'm not asking
for me. So the calories don't count if you ate all the food for me, right?
you to thank me, but it is a courageous act of feminist resistance. And I'll be nice and warm this winter.
And you will also be nice and warm this summer when you are outside huffing and puffing, about to pass out because it's 80 fucking degrees and you're obese. Because when you're obese, you have all this body fat and it insulates and it makes you fucking sweaty. And I just actually literally cannot fucking stand when people act like being fat is some sort of rebellion. Oh, the skinny epidemic, everyone's so skinny, we have to be fat and, stand up for our rights and I don't know, blah, 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 whatever they fucking say. Or they say shit being fat is rebelling against the fascist regime. Right. Because the president of the United States of America is also obese. And for special parties, he orders McDonald's. You have more in common with Donald Trump than you would like to believe, okay? You are not rebellious. You are not punk rock. You are not cool. You are not sticking one up to the fucking man because you are obese. You are like every other fat motherfucker in this country, including myself, because 77% of the American adult population is overweight or obese, which includes myself. I'm still overweight, but I'm no longer obese because I've lost over 90 fucking pounds. And it's like, I understand that like in some places experiencing fascism that people are underweight. When people are being starved and they have no energy to fight back and they're underweight, like I get that. Like people that were in the fucking Holocaust or people that are being starved out on the Gaza Strip. That is people being starved, people being underweight because of the fascist regimes. You're in America. I could fucking throw a handful of rocks and it would hit 7 fast food restaurants near me, okay? Like there is just so many goddamn fucking fast food restaurants. Everyone is fat here. This country and the multi-billion-dollar corporations that lobby our fucking government and basically run this country want the people to be fat because fat people eat horrible food. And horrible food costs a lot of fucking money, so they're either pissing away their whole paycheck on it or they're going into debt for it. Fat people eat food, fat people get sick. They go to hospital. Fat people get prescribed drugs. Fat people buy their drugs. Their insurance covers some of it, but they might have to pay for some out of pocket. And then instead of, changing any sort of thing about their lifestyle because they're fucking obese with type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure and fatty liver disease, they just take these fucking pills and then they eat the food and then they go to the doctor and they get prescribed the pills. And it's just a cycle over and over and over again. You are sick and fat because that is how Big Brother wants it to be. They want you fat, dependent, and sick. And guess what? If you toting online about how being fat is rebellious and how you are, doing something, you're changing society, you're warping beauty standards. You sound fucking stupid. But continue to make your videos online because I would love to react to them. How you could be rebellious right now here in America is becoming a healthy weight, being physically fit, not being dependent on any sort of government assistance or medications or, being addicted to fucking fast foods. Be self-reliant. Grow your own foods. Raise fucking chickens and cows. And that's how you rebel. That's how you say fuck you to the man. That's true freedom. That is rebellion. When you are so fat, you cannot even wipe your own ass or tie your own shoes or go down a flight of stairs without being fucking winded, you are exactly where you are supposed to be. But don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, sister. Don't worry about that. Continue to be fat and sick and make stupid videos on the internet so you can cope with the fact that you're fat as fuck and you don't care about your health. Because if you don't have health problems right now because of your obesity, you will in the near future. So I hope you have some money saved up and I hope that you have good insurance because you'll need it when all of the diseases and disorders start to pile in. Segueing kind of. So there's this phenomenon in fat acceptance, or I guess just with in plus size communities, it's like that, being plus size and curvy is the same exact thing, or being fat and curvy is the same exact thing when it is not. So let me preface that when we watch these next couple videos.
Are there anime men who like plus-size women? Yes, let's talk about it.
Probably not, because most anime is made in Japan, and in most Asian countries, it's highly looked down upon to be obese.
This is part 3 of this series. And remember, we are not talking about just the socially acceptable kind of plus size. We are talking all types of fat, all types of plus size bodies here. Now, a lot of you have suggested this one. I was waiting because I didn't want to put too many JJK characters in one video, but
I am a Jujutsu Kaisen stan, so I had to put this in.
to be said, Yuji Itadori. He said before he likes a tall woman with a nice big ass. You know,
And he said he likes Jennifer Lawrence.
好みのタイプはジェニファー・ローレンス
Is Jennifer Lawrence fat? Is Jennifer Lawrence plus size? No. No.
a naturally big ass without a little bit of fat somewhere else.
Maybe have a little bit of cushion for a pushin', but you can still be a healthy weight with a big ass. Plus, like, most fat people, like, don't even have big butts. They have a fucking apron belly.
Also, he low-key had that little crush on Yuka Ozawa, which I think was really cute. Next on the
No, they were literally just friends.
list is All Might from My Hero Academia.
I haven't watched this, but let's continue.
To be honest with you guys, I haven't watched a ton of that series, but I have watched enough to know that this makes sense to me. He's a man who values strength of character over appearance, but I do still feel like at some point he would prefer to settle down with a plush plus-size woman.
What makes you think that? Your own delusion?
Third on this list is Trafalgar Law from One Piece.
I haven't watched One Piece either.
He's canonically drawn to steadiness and people who feel real and grounding, and I feel
And fat people are very grounded because gravity exists.
plus-size woman absolutely fits that bill, and I feel like he would just appreciate the sight and the feel of a plus-size woman. I try not to add characters of the same fandom in each of these videos. I try to really space it out, but I can't avoid this one. Chozo Kamo from JJ.
All right. Why do you think Chozo has a fat fetish? Go on.
He's a family man. He sees a beautiful plus-size woman and he thinks,
He's never seen a beautiful plus-size woman. No one in Jujutsu Kaisen is fat. The only fat person or the only big person is Panda. And he's a fucking panda.
yeah, that's mama. Interpret that how you...
And then he's like, okay, so Chozo's a family man, so then he likes plus-size women. Okay, so if he wants like a thick mommy, you know, someone that's motherly, they don't have to be fucking fat to be motherly. Being motherly or being family oriented has nothing to do with fatness. If anything, if you actually literally give a fuck about your family, then you should take care of yourself. And you should not be obese, because if you're obese, we have already listed 75 fucking reasons why it's bad to be obese. You're going to be also more tired, so it's going to be harder to take care of your fucking family, including kids and the house and pets, blah, the list goes on and on and on. Some mothers are fat because they don't prioritize their health and their diet, and they care about everyone else except themselves. And I don't agree with that. Like, mothers should take care of themselves as well as everyone else in the family.
Shh. He likes thighs, just so you know. Now,
I've never heard Chozo say that.
another one that's not technically anime, and you may not be able to hear me out on this, but Bolin from Legend of Korra. I know he's canonically kind of like girl crazy and everything, and went after Korra for a little bit, and there was like a little bit of flirtation there, and Korra is very much not a plus-size woman, but I really do think he would appreciate someone curvy.
And curvy doesn't mean super morbidly obese, in case anyone has forgotten.
Last but not least, and my personal favorite, Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I haven't watched this either. Sorry, I'm a new weeb.
I can see him coming home to a soft, plush, plus-size little wife, appreciating her body, appreciating her curves, strong, silent type, like hands on her hips while she cooks. I just think
Just because, like, you can imagine something doesn't mean it's, like, correct or, like, accurate to the anime. Okay? Because I'm sure that we could imagine lots of different characters doing something, but doesn't mean it's canon.
let me know who you would like to see for part 4, or if you have any other thoughts on this. I definitely am going to continue this series.
Great. This is kind of, like, within the same sphere. I feel like this, like, proves that other video that we just watched wrong.
Over here, flat tummy is not a beauty standard. Flat tummy, you're not a beauty standard here when you have a flat tummy. So, you're over there stressing about having a flat tummy, beauty goals, beauty standard. But over here, if you have a flat tummy, it's a sign that you're not being fed well. You understand? I went to the market earlier today to buy some waist beads. And the tailor kept asking me, do you eat? Do they feed you well? What's happening? And inside I'm like, in some places, they're like, oh, flat tummy goals. And then over here, you're not being fed well. So the beauty standard over here is having a little bit of belly.
You hear how she says this? A little bit of belly. A little bit of belly. If you are sizing out at Torrid, if you can't find your fucking size at Torrid, this does not apply to you because you have a lot of bit of belly.
You must have some belly. Because honestly, the traditional outfits look better on you when you have a little bit of belly. There's where the beads just lay on the stomach and you just look so cute. So if you're over there and you ever worry, oh, I don't have a flat tummy, oh, just come over here. The bigger the belly, the more beautiful you are. Anyways, don't these beads just look so cute?
I see a lot of people wear these waist beads, and I think they look really cute, but I feel like they would drive me fucking insane. Especially if, like, you have to keep them on all the time. Like, I feel like it would layer weird, and it would not feel good. And I would get overstimulated.
Yeah, I'm heading for the market day. And it's one of those days that you have to look cute in the market. But by the time I'm done with this visit, my grandmother will have fed me so much food and I'll become a beauty standard with a little bit of belly so that these beads just sit there like, and I'm just like,
She's really cute. I love her vibe. With the beauty standard, obviously, there is, like, some sort of, like, cultural differences between... I'm not sure where she is. Oh, let me click on her profile. Okay, it says daughter of Africa. Oh, I didn't realize she was, like, really famous. 1.2 million followers. And she's a fucking model. Which makes sense because she's, like, drop dead gorgeous. But it's like so many people in fat acceptance will be like, well, like, it's beautiful to be fat other places. So if we take, like, Africa as an example, if when people in fat acceptance are talking about this, you realize how this woman says a little bit of belly? You realize how the woman that we just watched, 𝒶𝒻𝒻𝒾𝓁𝑒, I don't know if I fucking said that right. You realize how she said a little bit of belly fits the beauty standard because someone in the market was asking her if she eats enough. So having a little bit of a belly shows that, you know, you have money, that you are affluent. It shows that you have resources, and a lot of people find that enticing. You realize she didn't say, the beauty standard here is being 400 fucking pounds. No, it's just a little meat on your bones. It's not cool and sexy to be super morbidly obese in America, and it's also not any of those things in Africa or over in Asia or over in Europe. It is not the beauty standard to be super morbidly obese anywhere. Some countries may prefer a little bit more of a curvier woman. Some might want thin women with big boobs or, you know, just like thin everywhere. Yeah, it's different in that sense, but nowhere ever is it super morbidly obese is the beauty standard because throughout every different nation, everyone knows that it's unhealthy and not good. I don't know, I feel like I did not execute that well, but I'm keeping it in anyway because I'm filming with this shitty little webcam. On the screen it says, how did you get so fat?
Yeah. Nice.
Her belly is on the sink. It's resting on the fucking sink.
I actually did it myself. Yeah. Nice.
On the screen it says, how did you get so fat? And then the sound says, I did it myself. I assumed you did because although many fat activists claim to do photosynthesis, you know, they don't eat, they have atypical ANA, and they just get fat by consuming energy from the sun. You know how like plants do photosynthesis for energy or like as a food. That's what some fat people believe that they do. They can convert oxygen and carbon into body fat and absorb it because they don't eat. On the screen it says, being pretty and fat is so funny because fat phobes quite literally don't know how to act when they find you attractive.
Why you pull up with that fat girl? That's a big woman. Damn, how the fuck she get big like that? Fuck.
I have been seeing this phenomenon more and more recently that usually when it's talking about like men saying a fat woman, it's like, oh, I think even Jamie said this in the video I just did of her, but it's like, if a man criticizes them, like a fat female or a woman, it's because they secretly find them attractive. If men criticize a fat woman, they have a fat fetish or they're like secretly a chubby chaser and there's some sort of like mental block that they can't work through. And they hate the fact that they love fat women and they can't get themselves to express their admiration to fat women. So they just bully fat women online. It's like, no. Editing Angelica here. It also like kind of reminds me of like when you were younger and it's like, oh, a boy likes you if he's mean to you. And it's like, no, what if the boy's like actually mean to you because he's a fucking asshole, he doesn't have a crush on you? Which I feel like kind of normalizes like DV kind of in relationships. It's like if someone's mean to you, it's usually because they don't like you, not because they love you or they like you or have a crush on you. It's different than like just like poking fun at someone, you know? Just because someone criticizes you doesn't mean they want to fuck you. Did you know that? I don't want to fuck every single fat activist I see. No, I do not. No, I do not. I'm happily married and monogamous. And there's also just like this phenomenon that it's like people in fat acceptance, they act like they have fallen so far from the male gaze and they don't do anything for the male's gaze and they, you know, fuck men, they hate men, they do nothing for men, they don't want to exist to be found attractive to men, like, you know, like they claim that they have decentered men from their life, but it feels like almost every single fucking post somehow like goes back to men or like they want to be seen as attractive while being obese, but then at the same time they like talk about like that they don't care about the approval of men and their body size. I don't know. I feel like this post really isn't the best one to like relate back to this talking point, but it's like, do you want to be found attractive? Do you like want to have sex with these people? Because it seems like you do, because you keep talking about it like literally all the fucking time. Me when someone says something fat phobic.
Okay. Are you kidding? That's unfair. She made those. I need to calm down.
She posted this like 2 weeks ago. This is Marissa Matthews, by the way. She's very famous, or I should say infamous in the fat acceptance sphere. I wonder if she filmed this a long time ago, if she's just reposting something because it was cold out.
Everything's fine.
Amanda.
I'm an adult.
I think this video shows how absolutely no one in fat acceptance has some sort of like emotional regulation.
Kidding? That's unfair. She made those. I need to calm down. Everything's fine.
Amanda.
I'm an adult.
Yeah, you are an adult and you look like a giant big fat baby. All right, let's go through what I eat in a day as a fat girl who is staying fat in 2026. In case you haven't seen, I've been posting my what I eat in a day videos over on YouTube Shorts. I should probably post them on Instagram too, but it's like, there's too many social media platforms to keep up with. I need a fucking virtual assistant or something. I like her hair. It's kind of like that, what do they call it? Like cherry Coke color or whatever.
Eating a day as a fat girl who's staying fat in the new year. I've been on my egg and bacon game. This morning I had it in muffins. These were
It's giving, what the hell's that girl's name? Danny. Her 800-calorie breakfast sandwiches.
Later, my sandwich.
Oh, we have a gusher. And we know why she kept that in. Did you guys know you could just have one breakfast sandwich? You don't need two. You can just have one, and that would be plenty.
Yorkie, I loved it. I did forget to bring proper lunch this day, so I just had some canned salmon and tomato that I had in the fridge. It tastes
She said gross. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like that looks fucking healthy.
like what it looked like. It was a bit gross. Because I didn't eat a lot of that, I just kind of picked at the biscuit jar for the rest of the afternoon.
All right, so the healthy thing, she didn't want to eat, so now she's just eating cookies all goddamn day. Perfect.
Dinner, we had some lovely frozen chips and fish. And I've been really into Caesar salad at the moment. I love cos lettuce, so I just finished off the rest of the salad to myself.
I guess that wasn't like too horrible, but dinner probably got up there in the calories if she used like a super bunch of Caesar salad. Hold on, let's go through this again. Like the eggs and ham sandwich, I feel like that's probably fine. If you want to make these at home, I would just do one, and then if you care about like calories and shit, and if you're trying to like watch your calories because you're in a deficit or whatever, there are like light English muffins that you can get. So they're a little bit lower in calories, and then sometimes they're keto, so then they're higher in fiber and protein too. Look at that little ass water she's drinking. I have like 24 ounces of water with breakfast. And then here's her salmon and tomato mix. I mean, I wouldn't fucking eat it. I don't really care for like whole tomatoes like that. But I also work at home, so I have a variety of foods I can just pick from. But I feel like it's kind of like giving the illusion of health too, because it's like, oh, I didn't eat this, but I'm showing it. And then here she is right after. She said she ate a bunch of different biscuits, so cookies from the office jar all day. How many cookies? Was it just these 2 that you're showing? Because I highly doubt it. Because who just has 2 fucking cookies? Not me, that's for sure. And then Caesar salad, a boatload of fries with 2 fishes. The battered fish isn't going to be super high protein, so it's not going to keep her full. The salad's good, but she probably used a fuck ton of dressing, so then it's going to be super high in calories. And then it looks like she had some sauce too. It's yellow. I don't know what that is. Holiday sauce, mustard, the world may never know. I just think this is like a good example of like people who don't know why they're fat, or people that claim that they eat healthy as a fat person when they don't, or like even just like really small changes in her diet would put her in a calorie deficit or would be way healthier. Fuck the cookies at lunch. You don't need those. If you didn't pack your lunch, I'm sorry, then run down to the gas station and get a protein shake and a fucking protein bar or something. And with dinner, you probably could have found some better fish, and you probably could have had a salad with less dressing. And you don't need 2 breakfast sandwiches. I'm not sorry. This lady has been popping up on my feed so much, and I really should stop interacting with her videos so then I don't see them. Just a girl eating what she wants without restricting. #growth. No pun intended.
School.
Holy chili. Literally boiling over. And look at all that goddamn cheese.
Chili. I think chili-licious, and it's dripping on me. Love my slime. It's myself, and it's so fucking hot.
Okay. I was hoping for a what I eat in a day, but we just got chili. That's fine. I hope you enjoyed your chili.
Fat, hot, powerful, with natural mommy milkers. Undefeated. Undefeated combo. Plus I read a bit.
I have no mommy milkers anymore. Like, it's actually so upsetting. Every time I like add a clip of me when I used to be in fat acceptance to my videos, I'm like, oh, like I actually have no tits now. You know, you don't know what you got till it's gone. And now I have no tits. I'm hoping that like maybe once I start having children, I'll get boobs. And maybe if I like breastfeed, hopefully they'll like grow even more, but I don't know. A boob job may be in my future. I need to start saving now. All right, this one's old of hers from November 3rd, but whatever. I got it fucking saved.
This is what I eat in a day as a plus size person, changing my lifestyle, and this was a really bad day that I was eating.
I can't believe like she actually said that and then like edited the video and kept it in. Cause what an oxymoron. Did I go over this with Lot? I think I might have. Who cares?
Scared to post it, but let's get into it. I started my day off with the Snickers bar and
perfect. Honestly, I don't blame her. I need one right now. I usually don't feel very PMS-y, but like my husband woke me up at 4:30 hacking his lungs out because his Pablo works first shift, so he gets up early. He walks out of the bathroom. He goes, "Oh, you're up? Yeah, motherfucker. The goddamn neighbors could hear you. You're coughing so goddamn loud." But he left for work. I go back to sleep for like another hour-ish. Wake up at 6:30. I already have a headache because I'm on my period. I'm like, all right, great. And then I've just been in like a fucking pissy mood. I did have a nibble of Portillo's chocolate cake while I was making lunch, and that has eased my bitchy attitude. And I did have lunch, which also has helped, but like there's just something wrong with me today. I'm sure maybe you can feel it in this aura. But yeah, like I get it. Chocolate early in the morning. I went to the gas station after I dropped off orders at the post office, and I picked up a Twix. I don't care. I'm gonna fucking eat it. I don't care. I'm going to eat it later. Because someone told me if I don't have a candy bar every day, then I basically have Anna.
I had 2 breakfast sandwiches with sausage, egg, and cheese on a croissant.
Those look so fucking gross. I know they're like microwaved, like Jimmy Dean's. They're not even that bussin'. And they're probably like not cooked all the way through. Like the sensor's fucking frozen, and like the outside of it is burning your fucking hands so hot. I don't like breakfast sandwiches. Maybe if I made one, I would eat it, but like this is so fat of me. But like I would rather just have everything separate so then I could eat it all. Because if I have it all in a breakfast sandwich, I'm gonna go through way too fast. So I just have everything separated so then I can eat it all at a different time. Or like one after another. Same thing with like bagels. Like I hate when people eat a bagel, they put the cream cheese on and have it like a sandwich. Like you're eating it way too fast. Like eat the bagels as 2 separate pieces, one at a time. Savor it. You can't savor everything if you have it as like a ginormous fucking sandwich, okay? Just my opinion. And you are here watching this video to hear my opinion. Okay.
These I did just get from like the grocery store, and then for
Yeah, I figured.
snack I had a cinnamon pretzel.
Carb maxing, love to see it.
And for dinner I did get Taco Bell. I got a Diet Baja Blast, and then I got
Yep, because if you have a diet pop, erases all the calories.
Flamin' Hot grilled cheese burrito, which is actually really, really good. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I actually watched this with Honey Bison and Lot. That is so fat to have the cheese on the outside of the burrito and inside the burrito. Then think about like how greasy it is. And then also with like Taco Bell, you almost like have to eat the food there. Which who the fuck goes into the goddamn restaurant and sits down? Because if you wait until you get home to eat it, or if you get it fucking delivered to you like Danny does, because she probably is in fucking $10,000 worth of debt because of DoorDash, you get the food and it's like whatever is supposed to be crunchy is soggy. Like I've never had a Crunch Wrap Supreme. Everything is a fucking soggy Wrap Supreme. I've never bit into a Crunch Wrap and had it be crunchy. Because in the 10 minutes it takes me to get home from the fucking Taco Bell, the center tortilla gets soft.
I then also had a beef chalupa, which is one of my favorites.
This has to be like 2,000 fucking calories just on dinner alone. And I get it, because like I think if you do one of these boxes, you can like order them with the Taco Bell app, and it's like ridiculously cheap. Like it's cheaper to like get this little fucking box than it is just to like get a burrito by itself for some reason. Probably so you get addicted to Taco Bell and you never stop fucking going there. But it's like this could be split between 2 people easily.
Ticket from Taco Bell. Before I even started filming, I did also have a steak quesadilla.
And she had a steak quesadilla that she's not showing. Perfect.
Also ate a soft taco off camera.
And a soft taco off camera. This must be the second soft taco. Perfect.
And the only other thing that I did
no, this is the chalupa because it has a thick shell. Right.
was the chips and cheese, which I cannot get over how good the cheese, like the nacho cheese is. But yeah, that is pretty much everything.
Look at her face. No light behind the eyes.
I'm always going to try and keep it honest with you guys. And
yeah, she is ridiculously honest. I could never be this brave.
To still post it regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. And today was just a bad day.
Most of your days are horrible. This is what some of you fucking sound like.
I want to work out. I do. It's just my sister is bald-headed. Like, she ain't got no hair at all.
See, some of you guys have a fucking excuse for literally, genuinely, actually everything. This woman is obviously fucking joking, but that's what some of you guys sound like. I can't work out because my sister's bald. I can't work out. I have no time. I can't count calories. It's toxic. I can't count calories. It takes too much time. I can't eat fruits and veggies because they're too expensive, even though you go to fucking McDonald's every single morning for breakfast. I can't work out for XYZ blah 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 reason. I have heard every excuse for everything ever to exist when it comes to losing weight or working out, whatever. Someone's once told me, oh, I can't work out outside or go for a walk because I live in a dangerous neighborhood. Okay, then get a walking pad. They're like $80. I get it. Things are tight. You can't afford a walking pad. Walk in place. Before I had a walking pad, I would literally fucking walk in place while I watched TV. Where there is a will, there is a way. Okay, you can't go outside to work out because you live in the fucking ghetto. Then do some sit-ups on the fucking floor. Or if you can go to a gym, then go work out at the gym. I featured him in a video before, but there was this guy I saw on fucking Instagram. He was on a weight loss journey. He needed to lose weight, and he was exercising, and he had no fucking legs, and he was walking on the treadmill. And guess what? He lost weight. He did the damn thing. Where there is a will, there is a fucking way. And if you have made it up in your head, I cannot work out, I cannot eat healthy, then that will be true. That is a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you think that you're a fat loser, when you go into Google and type in biggest fucking loser, it's not going to show the TV show. It's going to have a big fucking picture of you. Because if you think you're a loser and you can't do anything, then you are never going to accomplish shit in your life. Okay, I promise you that. If you think that you're a failure, you're going to be the biggest failure you've ever come across. If you think counting your calories takes too much time, oh, it's going to take you fucking hours. It's going to consume your whole goddamn day. But if you think it's quick, I think it's quick. Scan, weigh my food, takes no more than a fucking minute. And guess what? It's part of my routine. It's quick. If you can click on the YouTube app and then click on another fucking video to watch and hit like and leave a comment, you have enough time in your day to weigh your fucking food and track it in a goddamn app. If you have enough time in your day to doom scroll on TikTok for 3 fucking hours, you have enough time to meal prep and track your calories and work out. If you have enough money to order DoorDash several times a fucking week, then you have enough money to go to the grocery store and buy food, okay? And stop using excuses like, I want to work out, but my sister's bald. I want to work out, but I want to lose weight, but I want to eat better, but what? Come on, tell me in the comments. Why can't you work out? Because if it's you have no legs, the guy that I just showed you, he's walking and has no fucking legs. He's doing the damn thing and you're not. Come on, what's your excuse? Do you have rare fat genes? Are you too busy? If you're too busy, then why are you listening to this? Why are you watching this? Don't you have other things to be fucking doing? No? All right, yeah. Stop lying to yourself. Because although you can lie to yourself and you can look yourself in the fucking face when you go wash your hands after you take a horrendous shit because you decided to eat Taco Bell for lunch instead of what you meal prepped, you can look at yourself in the mirror while you're washing your hands after you just had Taco Bell diarrhea, and you lie to yourself in the fucking face. You look at yourself in the eyes in the mirror, and you lie to yourself. But you cannot lie to me in my comment section, because I see through that shit. And I want better for you. It's sad that me, a stranger on the internet, who I don't even know who the hell you are, I want better for you more than you do for yourself. That's sad, isn't it? That's pretty pathetic, don't you think? I don't even know who you are, but I wish you had better habits. I wish you had healthier habits. And you know who you are because you've been you your whole entire goddamn life. Take care of yourself, bitch. You only got one life. Are you going to be miserable and unhealthy in it the whole time? Sounds miserable. I think you deserve more, but you actually have to put in the hard work to experience any sort of goodness or well-being in this life. All right. Let's do one more, I guess. Let's talk about the impact of the age of Ozempic as a plus-size woman.
For the first time in years, I am starting to struggle with my body image.
I can't tell what the accent that is, but you're probably from like the UK or something. I don't know. I'm ignorant. I just learned that Wales is attached to the UK. I thought it was somewhere not on that island. But okay, continue. Tell me how you've never been insecure.
Plus size body confidence creator for 4 years. I used to host a podcast all about body confidence, and I do not have the answers for how we maintain a good body image, body confidence, even self-esteem in this age of Ozempic.
I know the obesity rate in the UK, whatever, is not as bad as America, but it's still fucking horrendous. There's still a fork ton of fat people where you live.
I am struggling. It feels like everyone's doing something so they don't look like me anymore.
It's not about you, Lauren Smithy. It's not. It's about everyone else's individual journey. And if you are feeling a guilty conscience because of that, I implore you to explore that a little deeper. Why do you feel bad that people are losing weight? Is it because you actually secretly want to lose weight? Is it because you know you should be losing weight as well?
Goes without saying, but I'm saying it anyway. This has nothing to do with a personal level. If you're taking injections and you have researched it and can afford it and absolutely want to, it's your body, your choice. Same if you're actively losing weight. I'm just talking.
I've been seeing so many people in like different comment sections. They're like, I saw it on a smaller Sam's Instagram the other day. Actually, I think it was last night, but they were like, this is all great, but like this only happened because you have money. And it was like, and I'm like, losing weight is for free. Did you know that? You could do that for free. Eat a little bit less, move more. Yeah, you can get a GLP-1 or get like the gastric bypass surgery, but it's not necessary. Anyone can lose weight. Yes. Did you know that? Did you know that you don't have to be fucking filthy rich to lose weight? Because guess what? Most of us that have lost weight are not filthy rich.
He was plus size in the age of Ozempic, and
everyone's still fat. Stop talking about Ozempic. People that are on Ozempic lose like 10% of their body weight. So it's like if you started Ozempic and you were 200 pounds, 20 pounds is 10% of your body weight. You are 180. Depending on your height, you're still fucking obese. I mean, I guess you wouldn't be considered plus size, but you really wouldn't be plus size at 200 pounds either. Like when I was 200 pounds, I was like a size 14. That was more mid-size anyway.
Harder than I have been to not hate myself.
And that's all of our problems, right?
That's really fucking bleak. On like a whole societal, international level, all I am seeing is people getting smaller. More and more.
Social media is only going to show you the things that you interact with, as well as the highlights of people's life. If you actually cannot stand the fact that people are fucking losing weight, then unfollow those people. If it's going to trigger you so bad that you have to come on the internet and fucking cry about it, then get off the internet. Guess what? People are always going to be doing the things that you have been dreaming of doing your entire life. If you cannot stand to see people be successful, then I fear you have some things to work through.
People talking about it, and then more and more comments under videos made by fat people whose bodies look like me, maybe a bit smaller, maybe a bit bigger, saying things like, you do know Ozempic exists, right? Not only is the world even more against fat people than it was before,
everyone's fat, so it's hard for fat people to hate every single fat person.
Such an increase in the horrendous way people's bigger bodies are being spoken about, because being slimmer and losing weight is so normal right now.
Everyone's fat. Actually, like, the obesity rate in America, or like the overweight rate in America, has gone down like 2% in the last couple of years. Yeah, that's great. It's amazing. It's making some progress, but that's still 75% of the US adult population is overweight or obese. That's 3 out of 4 fucking people. I rarely see anyone that is a healthy body weight. I don't. Like, I don't see a bunch of skinnies walking around anywhere. Everyone is fucking fat.
Like, I feel so defeated. I'm not going to be defeated.
You are having a mental health crisis on the World Wide Web.
But I feel it. I wish I had a silver lining. I wish I had the answers. I don't.
The answer is build a bridge and fucking get over it, or work on your mental issues so you can lose weight, because you obviously desperately want to.
I also know that it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. I just know that factually, the fact that I'm fat is not a moral failing.
Yep, because who brought that into it?
It is literally just my body.
And your choices and your decisions that you do every single day and your habits.
All the interesting and important things about me are literally everything else.
Even though you have a social media account about being a plus size woman.
Same for you. I'm going to continue to show up for myself in my real life and online. I'm going to continue to show outfits that I think I look fabulous in. I'm going to continue to show aspects of my life and hope that they inspire you to find joy and loveliness in your own life, and that we all just get to this point again where we realise that the way we look is the least interesting thing about us.
Even though we have social media platforms dedicated to them.
So I was just listening to my morning podcasts and there was an advertisement.
How is that string holding up those fucking mommy milkers? Oh my God. Shout out to that string. You're doing the Lord's work.
For GLP-1s. The advertisement started out and it was like myth busting about GLP-1s. The first myth is that they fix your metabolism. No, they fix your hunger.
Yeah, your hunger hormones like leptin and ghrelin. I forget which does which, but it's like one of them signals to you that you're hungry and the other one is like a signal to tell you that you're full. And depending on like your genetics, you know, some people have different levels of it, and usually fat people have worse levels of those, and that's why people eat too much.
And it was just like, hunger isn't something to be fixed.
Yes, being hungry is a natural human emotion, but some people can't fucking control themselves when they even feel a little bit hungry, and it makes them go AWOL.
Hunger is like a core part of being human and being alive.
True, but also GLP-1s help with food noise, and if you're someone like myself that thinks about food a lot, or, you know, is thinking about what you're going to have for the next meal, and, you know, you can start to obsess about food, a GLP-1 could be extremely helpful if you are not able to, like, hold yourself back or, like, try to distract yourself so you don't fall victim to the food noise that you're experiencing.
So it's like literally an advertisement that's like, we're going to help you be less alive. Learning how.
Well, hunger isn't the only bodily cue that makes someone human. A human's life shouldn't revolve around fucking eating food. Humans have to do lots of other things like sleep. Mostly all of us have to fucking work so we can have a roof over our head and pay for our utilities and our groceries and our car bills and gas. Humans also crave social interactions with other human beings.
Not listen to your body and deny yourself nourishing things that.
Well, obviously you're not depriving yourself of quite literally anything because you are super morbidly obese.
Being less alive. Anyway, I am interested in being in community with people who are feeling into the fullness of their.
No pun intended.
Also, like, feeling your hunger is akin to feeling your desire, and is like why personally I think fat people are better at sex.
Did she just try to say that fat people are better at sex because they're more in touch with their desire? No, you're a fucking glutton.
What?
I feel like fat people would be less better at sex. Just because you eat more food doesn't mean that you eat better fucking punini. If you're fat, you are already tired, so any sort of physical activity is probably fucking exhausting to you. You have no stamina, no endurance. Do I have to keep going? Do I have to keep going? Also, like, when you are so big, like, all of your hormones are fucked up. And, I mean, to be honest, like, I feel like my sex drive was, like, non-existent when I was super morbidly obese. And it's gotten a lot more active as I've started to lose weight. Of course, because hormones have gotten better, but then it's like I also feel more confident about how I look. So I actually want to be doing those things more often. You know what I mean? I don't know. Am I getting too personal? As if like everything I say isn't like too personal and taboo. I really need to clean out this folder now since I just went over a fucking bunch of different freaking videos. I have another collection of Instagram reels that is fat comedians. And it's just like let's see how many clips this is. Oh, it's only 7 clips. 7 clips of different like fat comedians saying shit, but that's another video for the future. Fat comedians saying fat things and funny things, but also some things that are very like fat acceptance adjacent. If you've made it this far, leave some camera emojis for this shitty webcam. Or let me know if you think this webcam is okay. I feel like the lighting is so fucking weird and it looks different than my other videos, even though it's quite literally the same exact room in front of the same window with the same lighting. And if this webcam sucks, then blame Honey Bison, because like she told me that she uses this one. And I bought this with her Amazon affiliate link. I did. Yes, I did. All right, let me know your thoughts and opinion about all of those Instagram reels that we just went through. I don't even know how many that was. I lost count. I'm mentally somewhere else, but I'm physically right here in front of the fucking camera and the computer. Make sure to pick up the Ț𝒻𝒻𝒾𝓁𝓁 rose quartz toggle necklace with the matching earrings. I'll have everything linked down below, as well as the Cosmic Candy necklace. And you can use code Jamie to save 20% off until Valentine's Day. And I think that's all I have left to say. Dr. Angelica Seuss. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like this video. And if you enjoy me, consider subscribing, because literally almost half of the people that watch me aren't subscribed, which I think is very peculiar. Like, I would have way more subscribers if you guys actually hit the fucking subscribe button. Okay? I hope you have a great day. Take care. Peace.